So currently driving to pick up my fiance. He actually lives in LA and I live in OC, so we've been doing that long distance relationship for a little bit now. He came down to OC to work from the OC office today. The reason for that was because we are actually going to be meeting with one of the priests from from the church that I attend. So I'm so excited and a little nervous. I don't know what to expect. We haven't had a meeting, both Aaron and I, with him, so I don't know what it's going to consist of. I don't know what it's going to look like. This is the first time Aaron's going to meet Father Pascal as well, so I'm excited for that. I also want to see what his reactions are or how he's feeling. I have a little bit of butterflies. I'm so freaking excited that this is moving along. Thank God. I wasn't expecting things to kind of just work out, but thankfully, thank God, everything has been just going along and it just feels right and everything seems to be falling into place. We already have the date reserved for the day that we will be getting married at church. The beautiful thing is we are actually both different religions. Aaron is Jewish and I am Catholic. We are actually going to be having different ceremonies to represent both our religions and respect both our religions as well, because both of our religions are equally as important to each one of us. So because of that, we want to be able to celebrate and just be able to make each other really happy. So I'm excited for that. I'm super stoked and I could not be more excited to actually start this. I don't know what to expect. If you guys know what the process is within like the Catholic Church, please let me know, because I have no idea. I've never gotten married before, so I don't know what the process is. And also we have to go through certain steps just to make sure that everything is going as planned and just makes sense, and that we both respect each other and understand each other.
I think it's just an introductory meeting.
It's an interview.
It's an interview?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, what do you want with her? Who are you?
See, you didn't prepare me for this. I have
no idea what we're doing either, to be honest.
So you're like, so we're gonna describe what the process is. Do you feel ready?
No.
It's like ready for what?
It wasn't describing the process, because I was also saying like I have no idea what we're gonna go
How
do.
do you feel about what you're about to do? And it's like, I don't even know what I'm about to do.
Well, I just mean like how do you feel about getting this started, like the process started?
I mean, I'm excited. I think it's all just kind of an experience, you know. I think we're both kind of learning as we go here. Mm-hmm. So I think excited is probably the way to describe it. I don't feel nervous.
You don't feel nervous?
Not yet. I'm sure as we get closer, it'll change. But I think for right now, we still have some time. I mean, we set the date, but it's about 5 months away.
Yeah, I guess it's different.
Which, like, it sounds like it's not a lot of time.
I mean, so it was It already been 2 months that we've been engaged, which is crazy because it does not feel like 2 months at all.
How long?
At least not to me.
How long does it feel to you?
Like a month max.
Max? It's like 3 days maybe.
No, not 3 days.
I still haven't gotten used to being like my fiance. Like,
yeah, I mean, we haven't really said it very much. I think we've said it maybe a handful of times.
I don't think we've had to. I think that's part of the reason. Like, we're not really talking to new people.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing too. Yeah.
Let's say I'm talking to like my coworkers about you or something. Like, I'll just be like, "Oh, Esme did this," because they know who you are.
Right.
Like, it's like when I'm talking to someone who I've never like met before or something, I'll be like, "Oh, my fiance," because if I'm like, "Oh, Esme," they're like, "Who the hell's that?"
Yeah.
I have no idea who this person is. It's like me neither.
What? That's not nice. You better know who I am.
Always.
There's so many things that we're like going to be able to do before the 5 months too. Like, we still have to get married by quarter.
You have to get your marriage license. So you can definitely do like a ceremony. I think that's where you're kind of more thinking like married by the court. Mm-hmm. But you definitely have to get your marriage license prior to your religious ceremonies.
Yeah.
They, based on my understanding, they won't marry you if you don't have it. At the same time, like, let's say you wait until, you know, right before your wedding, right? Some people I know do it like a week of or a day
Which
before
is
or something
originally what
like
we
that.
were thinking. So we have that. I'm excited for. I'm also a little nervous. I don't know. Just the thought of it is like, it's different.
Legally.
Yeah. I'm legally bound to you.
Yeah, we have to file our taxes together.
It's gross. But yeah, so I was explaining how we're not really sure what this meeting kind of entails.
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of indicated that it was an opportunity to get to know him. I think he just wants to kind of see how we're feeling about the process.
Also just be to start the paperwork, to be honest, because we have to fill out some paperwork saying like we haven't been married before, doing it like willingly or stuff like that. So I think they have to just give us paperwork to go through and sign and put in information. But a lot has changed for sure. We can definitely do another
We stayed
video.
engaged, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Good sign. I think the biggest thing, right, is like we set a venue and a date, which is allowing us to have this meeting.
Yeah, a lot has definitely changed.
We selected our best man and man of honor. I think you've picked out a wedding dress. I wouldn't know. She's keeping a secret from me, but based off of the rumor mill.
The rumor mill. I think I told you.
The rumor mill.
I literally think I told you the day of. I was like, I think I found it.
What?
So hard though. I really just want to tell you everything.
Yeah, you shouldn't though. There's a spot
This
right
one,
there.
This one right
Okay.
here. This one. This
Okay.
one's mine.
Oh. All right. Let's go. Oh.
Am I late?
No.
So I just dropped Aaron back off in the OC office where he works. He's going to be working for a little longer. But we finished our meeting with Father Pascal. I think it went great. I think it was awesome. He did a little mini interview, which is really interesting. He just asked us a couple personal questions. He stays in the room with the other person, then he just asks us what our intentions are, a little bit background information about us. Are we related in any way? Have we talked about like the future together? Just basic things to make sure that we are willingly doing this, as well as understanding the responsibility. But we went ahead and we set the date like mentioned. Everything is ready to go. So we kind of set that up on purpose as well, like the date of our wedding, so that we would both be able to experience the whole ceremony as much as possible and the way it should be celebrated. Like I mentioned, we're both different religions, but we're both working together to have two separate ceremonies to respect one another. I know there's a couple people in the past that I've heard that they do certain things for their families. And thankfully for us, we're solely doing this because this is what we want to do willingly, and this is what's making us happy. And I feel so blessed and so honored to have found someone that respects that and is agreeing with that. I'm super excited and super happy, and I can't wait to set up what's next. But yeah, if anyone is getting married in the Catholic Church, make sure you guys start communicating with your priest or anyone that is responsible for setting the date, because I do know that the dates are reserved very far in advance, at least 6 months. So for us, since we are getting married a lot sooner than a year, we really needed to get on everything and take action right away. But make sure you guys communicate with them as soon as possible. Make sure you guys set up an appointment with your spouse and the father or the priest responsible or in charge at your parish, and make sure that everyone is very much open about communicating everything that needs to be done, and everyone's in agreement of the timelines and everything like that, because if I was doing this all by myself, it would definitely be so much harder. But thankfully, Aaron's been so supportive and so helpful and been a part of it every single step of the way. So we've been moving along very well. But yeah, so that was it. We're probably going to do another video kind of talking about what we've gotten done in 2 months, finances, all of those nitty-gritty things, because it's definitely been interesting working around that. I'm looking forward to kind of sitting down with Aaron. Also, we got our invitation, so I'm looking forward to seeing how those look and opening up with him. But we'll let you guys know if any other changes happen or anything like that.